everybody, and welcome back to the Blu-ray Hunter. I'm the Blu-ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and we've got another fun show for you guys. We're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite Disney movies that I own, and yeah, this is going to be interesting. I did not include Marvel or Star Wars or Fox or anything that Disney bought. This is just clearly Disney. If I want to do a Marvel one, I'll do a Marvel one. If I want to do a Star Wars, one, I'll do a Star Wars one, which will most likely at some point happen. I just don't have I don't even think I have 10 Star Wars movies right now, so that I have on Blu-ray or 4K. So I need to get those at some point, but I just haven't really, it's been harder to buy the more mainstream ones that I've been doing a lot more boutique labels. But here we go. I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna talk about my top 10. Now, it's interesting. I don't have any like 4Ks in this. It's all Blu-rays. And there's one that's sort of a bootleg. And now before you start booing me and say, "Oh my God, it's a bootleg. How dare you, you know, bootleg a Disney movie, when you can just go out and buy one." I mean, first of all, they are very expensive, but even then, that's not why. And so number 10 being Song of the South is my bootleg. And this is because it is like near damn impossible to actually have this movie. And I know Paul has a copy of it because he got a copy from the internet and he, bootlegged it from the internet and whatnot, ripped it from the internet. So Song of the South is a movie that just sort of they kind of buried it. They don't want people to see it. They don't want people to have it. I mean, this is definitely bootlegging quality and stuff. It looked like something out of like a VHS, so it's probably from an old VHS that they had, and they made it and put it on Blu-ray. And I thought that was kind of cool. So I was happy to own it. I watched it with my dad, who wanted to see it again, like because they had seen it, he had seen it when years ago. I don't think I had ever watched it. And I watched it and I was like, oh, like the only good part is that big song, the most famous song, featuring an Academy Award winning song, which was the Zippity Doo Dah song. And aside from that, everything else was kind of meh. This movie is not that great. And it's not that I don't think, like, because it's not great, it shouldn't be seen. No, I think it should still be seen. I think you should have you can have a disclaimer on it explaining that this was back, in what, 1930s or something, or whatever it was. And this was like, cutting edge stuff. Like Disney was doing that, was doing cutting edge stuff at the time. And so, mixing live action with cartoons. I mean, how cool is that? Hold on one second. Rocky, come here. One second, guys. All right. So number 10 was Song of the South. Um, Number 9 after that is Blackbeard's Ghost. Another movie is sort of harder to find. I had to get this from the Disney Movie Rewards Club, the Disney Movie Club. It's got it on the back saying that. I love this movie. I absolutely love this movie. It was so much fun. Um, I wanted them to release a Blu-ray of the Mr. Boogedy series, and they did not, sadly. And I wish that they had, because that would have been cool. But they did not, and it is what it is. No, lie down. All right. So, I thought it was cute. It was fun. I enjoyed the movie. And even though that's so, I put Song of the South, even though it's not my favorite, into my favorite because I wanted people to see it, to see that it's in my collection. I have it, and I am proud to own it. I am proud to own Blackbeard's Ghost, and I'm also very, very proud to own, yes, Hocus Pocus. This movie is fantastic. If you haven't seen the movie, basically these witches get brought back to life and they wreak havoc in Salem, and they are sort of have to be stopped by these three children, two teenagers and a little girl. Thora Birch was wonderful. Omri Katz, and Vanessa Shaw. Oh, just wonderful. Another movie, like, this is a Christmas movie, so of course I had to put this up there because this is my favorite Christmas movie from Disney. And even though I guess this would go against my whole not doing Marvels or whatever, but the Muppets Christmas Carol, because this movie is just fantastic. It's so much fun. The typical I love the whole Christmas Carol. I love any rendition of it at all, and this was really good. Another one I'm really, really excited to talk about is Heavyweights. I love this movie. Heavyweights is basically, I would watch this movie over and over again as a kid, like all the time. Ben Stiller is so freaking funny in it, and I just absolutely loved it. I had a blast. And whenever I rewatch it, it just brings me back to that time period of like these type of movies like this and Camp Nowhere, where I never went to camp, but with these two and Salute Your Shorts, I felt like I was in camp, all the time. So this was really well done, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely highly recommend it. All right, now we're getting into my animated ones and everything. So these are my top five Disney movies, and they're all animated. So get ready. First up is Beauty and the Beast, the animated Beauty and the Beast. If you haven't seen this, I don't know what's wrong with you because it's one of the most famous Disney movies. I wanted Aladdin, but I don't think I own Aladdin, interestingly enough. I might. It's just somewhere in my DVD, my Blu-ray case. All right, sorry about that. Um, so we're gonna finish up with this. So Beauty and the Beast was first. And yeah, of the top five. I really like it. It's a cute little Disney movie. I don't know if I have the live action one or not. I do like the live action one. I think Emily Watson did a fantastic job, but yeah, I absolutely love the cartoon more. The cartoon is just amazing. Next up is also amazing is Toy Story. I fucking love this movie. For the longest time, I did not know it was written by Joss Whedon, the guy who did Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because I mean when I first watched this movie, Buffy hadn't even come out yet, so he wasn't known. But it's so funny to see his name on there. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I don't know why you haven't, like, I don't know why I'm saying this because most of these movies are so famous that you had to have seen it. Another one I had to buy for my collection is Robin Hood. I used to watch this movie over and over and over and over and over again. Actually, these next two I watched over and over and over again. I absolutely loved it. I've always loved the Robin Hood story, and they did a great job with this one. Last two, wow, this is going by a lot quicker than I thought. Is Sword in the Stone. The Sword in the Stone. And basically, it's the King Arthur story. So you get the Robin Hood story and you get the King Arthur story. And they're both made for kids, and one's got basically nothing but like animals and stuff. And this one has a couple animals in it, but it's really more humans and stuff like that. And it's got Merlin and it's got the sword and it's got Excalibur. It's got all that fun stuff. Wart. It's so much fun. I enjoy this one a lot. And last but not least, and before I get into that, I do want to say there are movies that I have like Pete's Dragon and a few other live action films that I do absolutely love, but unfortunately I can only pick 10. And because I did put the Song of the South on there, that should have probably been a honorable mention or whatever, but yeah, you know what? I was happy putting it there because I'm pretty proud to have that. Not many people actually have a copy of that because it's really hard to find. And last but not least, it's my favorite, The Lion King. So Lion King and Aladdin are probably two of my favorites up there. So the fact that I don't have Aladdin really is kind of pissing me off. So I either got to find it in my collection or I've got to buy it because it is one of those movies and I can watch it on Disney Plus. I mean, whatever. But who knows if Disney Plus is going to take it off or put on something else or whatever, you know. The Lion King is fantastic. The live action one was okay. Jon Favreau did a great job, but like it's just having it be like CGI lions and everything, uh, and look like it was real from real. It just kind of took the fun out of the whole thing. It just I was like, I might as well watch a cartoon in that case. So I don't know. I wasn't really that big of a fan of that, but I absolutely loved all the rest of them. All the rest of this. I love this movie. Just it's so freaking funny. Matthew Broderick does a great job. The songs from like you can feel the can you feel the love tonight and all those stuff is very catchy. Hakuna Matata, like who doesn't know Hakuna Matata? Even if you've never seen Lion King, somebody has said Hakuna Matata to you at some point. And so it is such a fun movie and just goes to show, you know, Little Mermaid and Aladdin and all those were like and Beauty and the Beast were sort of like the movies that led up to The Lion King. And I feel like after The Lion King, the stuff sort of fizzled out. Like they had some good ones like Pocahontas I thought was okay, considering I live in Williamsburg and live like right down the road from where Pocahontas used to live. It's not real to me, so it feel I don't know, it feels strange, seeing it, but it I like the Lion King. I think was like it. I think that was the one that like it rose to the top. That was the king, and then after that, it's just nothing else really compared as far as like maybe Lilo and Stitch, which I do want on Blu-ray. Don't know if I can get it on 4K or not. I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade my collection to 4K anytime soon. Um, I might, just because why not? But other than that, I don't know. But I love these movies in Blu-ray. They do look just phenomenal in Blu-ray. So maybe I'll just keep it for that for a while. I don't know. If I ever see them for cheap, like, you know, um, 4K of Lion King for, you know, $5 or something, I'll jump on it. But I don't think I'm gonna spend like 20 $50 on a 4K of The Lion King because, you know, why? Um, I have the movie. It looks great. I'm happy to have it. If my 4K TV upscales to 4K, so a lot of the movies look better than they normally would on just regular Blu-ray. So I think I'm fine. All right, so there you go. My top 10 movies, Disney movies. Ah, there you go. I think some of them are upside down, probably. No, I think they're all right side. Good. I really enjoyed these. These are movies that I could watch over and over again and have watched over and over again. In fact, I may watch one or two of them this month or so, especially anything Christmas oriented. So yeah, Christmas is coming up. Can you guys believe that? It's freaking fast. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think, and we will talk later. Bye.